The clay boat, in a green riverside village just outside Sylhet, where tea gardens stretched like soft carpets and herons stood still like old monks, lived a 13-year-old boy named Rafiq. Rafiq was clever. Too clever, some said. He had won every quiz in school, could recite poetry in English and Bangla, and always had a clever comeback on his tongue. People in the village smiled proudly at him. "That boy will go far," they said. "He's not like the others." Rafiq believed it, so much that he stopped listening to others, especially old ones. The assignment. One summer, his school announced a science fair. Students were told, "Make something useful using only natural or recycled materials." Rafiq smirked. Easy. He'd build a boat out of old plastic bottles and bamboo. "The river is always flooding," he told his classmates. "This will help people float above it. Genius, right?" No one disagreed. He drew diagrams, painted logos, even named the boat Project Float. Meanwhile, his grandfather Dadu watched quietly. The clay boat. One evening, while Rafiq was tinkering with ropes and tape, Dadu entered with a small, clumsy, boat-shaped thing made of dried clay. It had no polish, no flash, just simplicity. "In my day," Dadu said, "we made boats like this from the land, for the water." Rafiq chuckled. "Nice toy, Dadu, but this is science." Dadu smiled. "Not everything needs to be loud to be smart." Rafiq went back to his project. The fair. The big day came. Boats of every shape filled the school field. When Rafiq rolled in his bottle boat, everyone gasped. He grinned. The judges asked, "Can he float?" Rafiq walked to the nearby pond, cameras out, kids cheering. But the moment it touched the water, splash, the boat tipped, sank sideways. Water rushed in through the cracks. His project and pride went under. The crowd went silent. The turn. Then, from the edge of the crowd, Dadu stepped forward. He handed Rafiq the tiny clay boat. Embarrassed, Rafiq almost refused, but the judges nodded. "Let's see it." Rafiq knelt beside the water and gently placed it in. The little clay boat floated, steady and smooth. Not flashy, just solid. Everyone clapped. The lesson. Later that night, Rafiq sat beside Dadu on the porch. "I thought I had to impress everyone," he said. Dadu smiled. "Sometimes we forget that old things float for a reason." Rafiq nodded slowly. The next day, he asked Dadu to teach him how to make one more clay boat this time, together. Moral of the story: knowledge makes you smart, but wisdom makes you steady.